I'm Mystery Man of Love. Today I would like to talk about white-only scholarships. My thoughts and feelings are on white-only scholarships is, if somebody wanted to donate money to anybody they want to give money to, I think it's their right to do so. There's certainly a number of black organizations that support black-only businesses, black-only scholarships, and stuff like that. It's only fair that people are able to retaliate by saying, you know what, well, if you're going to do that, I, as a white person, should be able to say that if a store owner, CEO is not black or is not white, I shouldn't be buying from that business. It's only fair if I'm using that line of logic. Now, the reason why I think it's dumb is because, number one, the economy of black people is not no longer needs to be independent from the white economy or the economy of the rest of the country. The economy of the rest of the country is based on international business as well as domestic. And there is no race issue in this country anymore. Now, I understand the idea of it. I understand the idea of supporting a black economy in times when, after the Civil War, black people had nowhere to go. Absolutely nowhere to go. They didn't have any land after the South lost. They had to get rid of the slaves. They couldn't. The slave masters, the slave owners, couldn't keep them on their land necessarily. The black people were left with absolutely nothing. And for this time, it was very, very important that black people received some form of economic and social standing, because they had nothing. They had a lot of people starved. They had the Freedmen's Bureau for 1 year, but it was only 1 year. There was way too many problems for one small bureau to really handle. The Freedmen's Bureau was a great idea, by the way, but I mean, it couldn't hold the load of the southern states. One organization by the Army, that Congress approved, was not enough to really fight against poverty and every other social condition that black folks in America at the time had no way of dealing with. But that was all in the past. Right now, we don't have segregation. We don't have the practice of racism. We don't have, and I'm proud to say that. I'm very proud to say that we don't have that anymore. But if you look at it, there are a lot of things that are racist that still exist, and it's usually not on the part of white people. I hate to say that. It is usually on the part of black people. I get away with saying that because look at the example of the Anderson family, which I'll include in the link here. The Anderson family, who says that they're only going to buy as much as they can from black businesses, and they'll try their best not to buy it from any other business owned by any other race. Now, personally, I'm not a racist. I've said that before in my video. I clearly explained that I'm not a racist, but I mean, I just created the argument to say, well, hypothetically, I mean, these things do go on. It's not a hypothetical. These things do go on. These little race wars. I mean, look at the United Negro College Fund. Not all of them are exclusively for minorities, but a majority of them are. They absolutely exclude white people from many of these scholarships. The thing I love about the most, and I'm looking forward to in the future, is that we're going to be so intermixed in the next, I'd say, 20, 40 years, that race is no longer really going to matter. You know, we're all going to be pretty much one race, and but unfortunately, at the same time, I don't think there's going to be an abandonment of the idea of racial purity. Uh, Unfortunately, on both fronts, I mean, they are organizations like the National or Aryan. I'm sorry, I can't think straight right now. The KKK, the NA, National Aryans, or whatever the white extremist organizations are, and then the Black Panthers. You know, all adapting the idea that you shouldn't date outside your race and all that. I mean, biology is really going to dictate whether that actually survives or not. As it has in the past. We all, as a matter of a psychological condition, we're actually made to procreate with other races, other ethnicities, because we biologically know that the chances of survival are a lot better, and that's one of the reasons why we've succeeded as a species. It's not because we stayed within our own race, but because we went outside of our own races. It's because we went outside of our own ethnicities to become the way that we are today. So I'm actually happy and looking forward to this race issue hopefully going away completely forever in the next couple decades, because I don't see it surviving much longer. Of course, there's going to always be those pocket of what I like to call dumb groups or dumb individuals that actually believe that racial purity is the way to go, and all these stupid nonsense bullshit notions that people tend to hold. So, anyways, that's my view on the subject. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.